Hello everybody, welcome back to the Seercast. Today we have another Runelabs edition for you. This is the third, and this is looking back at the month of March, looking at the poll that is currently going on in-game that was released, what, yesterday?
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yep.
And
Actually, it might have been this morning.
Yeah, it was early this morning.
oh, it might have been. And looking forward to the month of April. I am ePiKnight, and with me today is Ballor,
God damn it, I have to do an intro because I'm in the call.
Siroki,
This podcast is brought to you by...
What the fuck?
Brassica Prime.
Fang,
A task that makes grown men tremble in absolute fear. For you must kill 10 rats!
oh my god, Runic.
Uh-oh.
Runic may or may not be not here.
Yeah, so he's there. He's in the chat.
Oh, he's in the chat. Oh,
Runic,
sorry. Shit.
Nice one.
Chat.
Nice.
Geena?
Brew?
Lime?
Baru.
And, obviously, Runic's in the chat, and Walter is also in the chat. So,
And Habblet is too.
today...
Wait, no oranges. What am I talking about? I can't read.
No, there's...
I had the wrong chat open.
Oh, Habblet is also in the chat.
Hey, yeah, Habblet's
What
here.
is in the chat? See,
Hi,
I told you.
Habblet.
I'm not crazy.
Okay, anyways.
Well,
This chat place is interesting. Okay.
Yes, I am.
But yeah, so moving right along, the current poll that is up in game right now is between the Seren and the Elves quest, the Armadillo Homeworld quest, aka Rite of Passage.
AKA Dead Last.
We'll talk about that soon.
Second to last.
Farming Guild and new ways to train agility. So, what the Seren and the Elves quest is basically you're investigating a way to
Reform Seren.
to kind of put her back together. It's
like-
Seren was a criminal.
it's pretty
Giant
much
puzzle
confirmed that this is not going to actually put her together, though.
Yeah, this
Hey,
is like...
mild interrupt there. Modmark on the 2.5-hour live stream seems to imply that we may actually do it in the quest.
Huh.
But Giara said that we weren't. So, yay, conflicting
Yeah,
sources.
yeah, but when the Mark went over about the law,
yeah, like, just... We'll tone it down.
bear in mind you, Seren Gothic's love child.
No. Anyways,
hopefully this will end up like some type of like bionicle thing where it'll be in like separate packages. Like the first half is like the lower part of the body, and the second half is like the upper half. And then I can take it apart and build something completely different later.
Combine your Ballor to make a Seren.
oh right,
Yeah.
Walter says, remember that Maggiara confirmed the Wad of Resurrection as an Elder Artifact.
Ooh.
So,
have a good
yeah.
So neither of them are right, and we're
And, yeah,
not supposed together at the same time.
But Osborne said Amon was Armadillion. Well, aren't we all Armadillion at heart, right? Right?
No!
Why?
Additionally, Giara is not on the team that will be developing this quest, so just keeping that out there.
Who is going to be on that team?
This
Is
would be, what is it, Deg's team?
Oh,
Yeah, this
dear.
is the Dag...
Oh,
Dag, Ollie,
Dag
Raven,
Quest.
something.
Dag
Dag Quest.
yeah, this is...
Yeah.
This is
Whatever
Scrum
team
1.
Deg is on the quest.
This is Scrum 1, yeah.
All right. It's not Stu's team. It's the other major quest development team.
Well, there's three.
Are there
that
three?
guessed.
Fuck off,
And
LeBlanc.
there's 3 of them.
Wait.
Can't, like...
No, is this Deg's? Because Deg's doing Gobi quest.
No,
This-
wait.
this is
No, we
zombies.
don't have Gobi Quest.
We don't have
Yes,
a
we
Gobi
do.
quest.
It's confirmed in the last stream.
It was what?
Quest is coming along with raids. Raids is Gobi's. Gobi quest confirmed.
Okay.
How do
Well,
Anyway,
now us at the Seercast have both proven that we don't watch the live streams well enough, and that there is a new quest coming about Gobies. Gerbies. Anyways,
anyway,
moving right along. So yeah, Seren and the Elves quest, mentioned that. Armadillo Homeworld quest is where we go to Abina, which is the Avianzi homeworld, and do stuff and learn about...
we help a little AVNC carry a bucket of water, and then the quest ends. The
Yep,
end.
that's it. It's like Cook's assistant, except on another world.
Okay,
Alright,
so the AVNC carries the water, we go to a well, and then a guy pops out of the well and fills it up.
Congratulations on finishing your quest. Have some,
You
Let
may
me help you with that.
armadillo
And-
coins.
And
Spend
if you do it
torch.
on the right part of the week, a polar bear might be there as well.
Anyways, all joking aside, it's apparently the entire idea is that this taking water to or getting water from the core of the planet is
Yes,
this
core.
rite of passage for Evianzi youngins.
And according to Raven's plans, that's actually like the first little chunk of the quest, and obviously we're joking about it being that small. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be very expansive, teach you a lot about Armadill's home world and the avian sea life,
And not to mention,
So
it
fun.
gives you another planet to visit.
Well, right
plus
now,
Linza
the only
actually gets to be in a quest.
the only thing, the only thing
Which
is
is why it's
sitting
based
around
heresy.
in development hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been sitting around in development hell for what, a year and a half now,
Yeah.
does a podcast on it, gets stuck in development hell. We're sorry,
and it's
Raven.
in dead last right now in the poll, which
That's
is
what happens when you
Second
piss
to
everyone off.
last, technically.
And put
I
up
don't
stuff
mind
that
has
people
under
want,
500
Siroki and
votes.
New spell
Yeah.
prayer thing.
This interestingly, the vote counts on this are ridiculously small.
But yeah, it is very low. Our vote counts so far very low. So
I'm surprised. Anyway,
I mean,
Uh,
we'll probably get more, or there's probably a lot more votes to come. So I'm not terribly
Interesting.
worried about like there being this few. But anyways,
related
that's-
to that, I have a guess as to why the vote count is so low.
What?
They've stopped flashing the thing when a new poll is added. Instead, they just have a little button.
I would not have noticed
Just-
if I wasn't
just
paying
my
attention
fault.
to other places.
Anyway,
okay, and then next up is Farming Guild, which Fang can
Alright.
talk about more.
so the Farming Guild, according to Count Jacula, the creator of this, what a great name, it's supposed to be a guild that requires level 60 to enter. They want a greenhouse, reallotment patches, herb patches,
The
flower
greenhouse.
patches, all the patches.
Always a
It
greenhouse.
prevents disease, new plants, and so on. And Jagex has also mentioned that they had the thought of perhaps growing the guild yourself. So that's kind of the big pitch, I suppose, is instead of just, oh, look, a farm guild has popped up in Gnome Stronghold, or a farm guild has popped up in the middle of Feldip Hills. You would actually cultivate and begin it and grow it yourself to expand this guild to include all these different other things. Similar, perhaps, in a way to player-owned ports, in that you do specific actions to increase what you can do within the guild.
Mhm.
Perhaps also a little similar to the Thieves Guild, except without capers. There's not a quest associated with it. It's just a large farming guild that you expand on.
Like,
Um,
the main issue that I have here is that guilds aren't really useful right now, for the exception of the Max Guild. But that's like a pretty exceptional guild, so
That-
we're gonna accept it.
Hardly
So-
counts, really.
it's not
So,
really
like-
a skill guild. It's a, oh, congrats, you're maxed. You have a special spot to chillax.
Yeah.
Like
but-
a guild, like the guilds, they aren't really useful right now. They need to have new use added to them before you can add more guilds.
Yeah. Like,
Ironically, the most
when was the last
useful
time anyone
guild-
went to the Range Guild?
There
Actually, I
are two
went the
useful
other day.
guilds, really.
Someone's
And I think
99
they
party,
are-
probably.
I think they're the fishing guild because it has some good fishing spots,
Yeah.
and
that one does.
hilariously, the thieving guild, which is the only guild without a thieving level without a level requirement on it. And
Yeah.
that's just because of the hanky points, because it's a good weekly D&D.
Yeah.
Also, you can go to the Legends Guild and talk to the signature heroes with their very quickly decreasing amount of dialogue, with all of them dying off so quickly.
He also does not seem to be aware that, Xenia's dead.
Spoiler
alert.
alert. Of
Oops.
course, was it ever actually
Who?
confirmed that Xenia died?
Okay,
Yeah,
none
she's-
of them seem to react to the fact that Arion hit Xenia with a spell and shoved her into a portal into the abyss and probably killed her. So,
Fair enough.
But everyone's just
Anyways.
suspicious that Owen's gone.
yeah. All
I
right,
wonder where
Sarah.
Hi,
Nerd's
the
gone
Temple
up there,
Knight
But
spy
Xenia,
is gone.
she'll be fine.
Anyways,
But yeah.
so that's the farming guild. I do want to say before we move on, I forgot to mention one of the rewards or two of the rewards for the Seren and the Elves quest is Seren Spells for magic and Seren prayers. Whatever that entails.
They would be non-combat ones, mostly around skilling, but interestingly added to the Ancients,
That makes sense.
They've said
Now it's like,
yeah. On a logical level, that makes sense.
And hopefully they'll use soul runes because those need a use.
Yep.
and then
Maybe
everyone
then
spams about the
them
soul
to
altar
finally
again.
make the next desert quest so we can get the soul altar.
All right. Anyways, the last one is new ways to train agility, which is not the agility rework we were looking for.
Yeah. So, the actual idea is, rework agility, bros. And it's longer than that, obviously, but the poll seems to
Yeah, it
take
didn't get
that
a
a little
SWAC
bit
award.
differently. It's decently written. I mean, there's capital letters. It's not paragraphs, but that's fine. It's short enough. But the description of the poll seems to imply they're not looking to entirely rework the agility skill, but instead slightly shift the way you do courses, but then add various perks along with agility. Which, I mean, okay, that'd be nice, but it's a little
It's
late
underwhelming.
to...
It's
It is very underwhelming. I mean, a good...
I wonder if
at
they would,
least 3 of us here, I think, have 99 agility, which immediately makes the, reworking the way to train it feel pretty underwhelming. But then there's not really any discussion of what these perks would be. I mean, agility perks have always been particularly underwhelming. Yay, you can run for a little bit longer. Oh, you can hop this wall to save 3 seconds of running around it. It's...
In the meantime, you can parkour up cathedrals.
Oh
And
yeah.
you can jump this gap, which
But
serves no
actually-
purpose except as a quest teaser. Oh wait.
So, I mean, on the one hand, yes, I would love for agility to really be a valuable skill because, I mean, the cape is really sick, that emote, oh my god. But, I mean, that was why I wanted the cape. But at the same time, the skill just barely does anything anymore. And a lot of the thoughts that the creator, King Cookie, had in here are pretty cool. Stuff like, you have to run from a giant boulder, kind of like in Indiana Jones, or deadlier obstacles. And he specifically says, I just want the skill to feel more rewarding like others. Try and emulate the same feeling like when you get a rare drop. Maybe something like perfecting an obstacle, which rewards with greater experience drops. And things like chasing down thieves in Al-Kharid rather than just running around for no reason. There's a goal to why you're gaining experience.
Yeah.
This actually, with, like, the description and all that, it actually almost makes me think that, like, a solution might end up being that they just do velocity and rewards like they do in Prif, and just apply it to other agility courses.
I outright would not say no to that. I still would like some sort of benefit to agility in day-to-day gameplay, because I'm 99 and I don't want to have to go back and revisit these courses in order to get access to the rewards.
Yeah.
Also,
So, like, stuff
if you
like
know what
that.
I mean. Like, these are things that, there should be helpful things on the courses, like, just like in Prif, maybe not just velocity, but some sorts of rewards,
Yeah.
and even ways just to make it feel like less of a click here, click here, click here. Oop, turn my camera,
feel
click
like
here,
it's less,
here.
to make it look like it's less than running in circles.
Correct.
Yeah.
which it
Because
basically
Make it feel
is.
more like there's a goal to what you're doing rather than hey, I've reached the end again, and we start again. So, not only just rewards for while you're doing the courses, but then some sort of benefit
Walter,
in
please.
your day-to-day gameplay.
Like, the thing about agility was that it was almost always you're training agility so that you can train agility.
Well,
Yeah.
also, as like it's like we barely even notice it, but things like what's it called, barbarian fishing, or like thieving, you pickpocket 4 times in one go, stuff like that. That requires agility. So
Yeah.
I think that they tried to do that, back in 2010 or whenever that was.
Agility is really like the only skill that isn't truly integrated with the other ones. It's like the essence of a standalone skill that doesn't help anything else, really, at least not right now. And they've talked about it.
We always pair it with thieving.
They've always talked about we want to rework it, and then if you want to rework it. And the thing is, this poll, it doesn't seem like a rework to agility as is just like an extension of what it already is.
It's
And
a bandage for something that needs an amputation.
yeah, and
What's hilarious, almost, is that the support, Capes of Mastery, includes agility on there, but agility doesn't support anything.
and it doesn't. Yeah.
Well,
Besides
no, it
pickpocketing
supports
to
the
an
attuned
extent.
crystal weapons proccing extra damage.
Okay,
That's really
to be
it.
fair, it also supports astral rune crafting. So let's
That's a good point. And
And
Ecto
plus
Fungus.
one Tengu,
Except
and
not
there's
really.
a cosmetic outfit right there.
Plus
Yeah,
one
that-
Tengu.
anyways. It's just like I don't want
Reminds me.
this. It's hardly even the way that they have it put. It's hardly even a large update. Like this
Yeah.
this poll is for large updates, and it doesn't even
That's
seem
really-
like agility is a large update in this. Like, if you could have a couple new ways of training agility, or a quest where you put back together Seren and get spellbook spells and more curses. I guess it'd be curses. Maybe it would be an entire new prayer book. Probably added to curses though.
Like,
Let's be honest. Like, which one seems larger?
Yeah.
It's just one of those. And the problem is, and
It's too vague. That's
the,
really the best
the,
way to put it.
the real problem that I see with it is that people, if they're not like in tune with what's going, if they're not like, I guess, tryhards. Let's just call ourselves tryhards here.
Yeah.
If they're not tryhards, they're going to see this poll and they're going to say, "Oh, hey, look, new ways to train agility." Click. And they like, it's almost like they could easily just not look at the other, especially for Armadillo Homeworld and Farming Guild. And like Farming Guild has, as of now, it has 23% of the vote. So it's doing okay. And I don't really like Farming Guild either, but Armadillo Homeworld and Farming Guild are just straight outclassed by the other two in terms of just like for casual players who see, oh hey, there's a new poll, let's see what it is. They see Seren and the elves and they see agility and they're like, oh, it's going to be one of those two. Because we've had the elves and Seren in your face for the last year.
yeah, like it's been the elf hype train.
I mean, for
and
God's
agility's
sake,
always
I
had
own the
problems.
account Seren. I want more Seren content. But we just got 4 huge elf Seren updates
Yep.
in the last
I mean,
several months.
Did we
got
ever think
Plague's
we'd be
End,
complaining
we got
about
Prif 1.
elf updates?
We got Plague's End, we got Prif 1, we got Prif 2, and then we got Elf Tasks. Who on earth thought we would be saying, wow, this is a little too soon for more elf?
Yeah, well, who thought that we'd get all this stuff in such a quick time?
Good
Yeah,
point.
well-
I am a dedicated Serenist. That is my selected,
I mean,
god
Seren's
religion when
alright.
I'm not going insane and going Amascany.
You're also not going Armadillo-y?
That's just complete insanity.
What insanity.
Like,
But,
like if it gets to the point where somebody tells me I'm just one birdie out of a flock, just
Here.
it gets, yeah,
/ leave.
please stop.
No, but it's also really, it just comes down to keywords.
Yeah, I know, it really
advertising
does.
Keywords. It's just like prayers, curses. Oh, I like those things. I'll vote for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, prayers,
one
curses,
hand-
and magic spells could carry Seren and the elves, regardless of what the rest of the update is.
yeah. On the one hand, I straight up admit it, I was a little upset with the way that idea was pitched, simply because it seemed like it was pandering for votes. Straight up, it was Seren Spells, Seren Curses, and Nomad, here's the Soul Altar. By the way, reform Seren. That's literally just
By the
all
way.
the things that anybody that did anything recently in the game would be like, yes, I want this. New spell,
Runic
okay,
says it
okay.
was, but it was smart to do it that way. I
Yeah,
agree.
like-
At a certain
It
point,
was very intelligent to do it that way.
At a certain
I'm just
point-
a little.
Runelabs is
I mean,
just
I'm
popularity contest.
It really, really is. And I mean,
Yeah,
on the one hand,
really-
I'm upset about it because I am a huge lore fan. All of us are huge lore fans.
Mhm.
And, of course, I feel a little offended, not towards Gaga Lady, I know them, they're a great person, but more that the idea that to get a quest through Runelabs, we have to resort to that kind of
Well, like
post.
it's kind of like arrogant of us to assume that the entire community is based around lore.
Well,
but,
it isn't.
Of
like-
course. they're
We
very
already know
clearly-
this.
like,
Yeah, keep in mind, the Runelabs votes we got is going to be maybe 1/10 of the total votes on this poll.
like, if the entire community was based around lore, then a quest would win every Runelabs poll ever, despite if it allowed quests or not.
Not necessarily, but because
Fair enough.
lore can be
Focusing on
introduced in
Runelabs.
good ways that don't involve quests. I mean, look at
Yeah.
half of the updates last year.
As
Yeah,
your
it's
memory.
true. There was...
Let's
but-
be fair though. Most of the people voting on Runelabs are probably the same kind of
Goodness.
people that we know. The questers, the people that actually care about the story of the game, not just XP, XP, XP. Oh, look at
And
these
not
casuals who aren't as good as me. Suck my dick, I've got more XP
Yeah,
than
pretty
you.
much. I
Like,
mean,
but
we
not
have.
just-
I mean, I was looking at our suggestions for fail awards, and one of the suggestions that that we won't show later is basically give me a way to quick chat my exact XP number.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, you know, it's
Pretty
funny
much.
about the way like the Seren Quest description was written, because it's literally like they went to a focus group and they got the keywords and say, just write this
Yeah.
down and everyone will vote for it.
I mean, on the
That
one hand,
works.
I appreciate that they did that, because it means we are most likely getting another quest this month.
Mhm.
On the other hand, though, I'm personally disappointed because my idea of what a very good Runelabs idea is something focused that has clear goals in mind, not only for the content it introduces, but also for the story behind it. So, from the one hand, the Sarin Quest thing looks like, here's a bunch of rewards I want. Oh, by the way, stick a quest in there so it's a large update. But on the other hand, because I know the person that came up with this, it definitely is okay, we need to get a quest through this month. Here's all the rewards that I know everybody will want, and here's the basic goal of what I'd like from this quest being, find
Like,
a way to Seren.
It reminds me, like, one time Mod Jack was in the chat, and not like the Seercast chat, the scrying pool chat, and we were
Yeah.
talking about quests and stuff, and he said, like, if you're gonna want to get lore, you can't just make it a quest about lore. You've got to, like, put it under the radar, because nobody's
Yeah.
gonna want to play a quest that's just all your questions
Yeah.
about Dale. Well, I
Yeah, Lime.
mean, I would play that quest, but I know that not everyone shares my passion for Dale, or maybe killing armadillions.
I
but,
don't think anybody shares your passion for Dale.
On the
I
one
mean,
hand,
they-
though,
They're
I
maybe
think
killing armadillions.
I legitimately think that was the downfall of Rite of Passage, was because they were so certain that they were going to skirt through with just the lore, that they forgot to talk about more rewards than just, here is a whole new world, and by the way, maybe we could level up some god swords.
like, I mean, Dale rocks, but like, yeah,
Did you just?
yeah, I did. But, like,
Lime.
you gotta just put the lore under the radar. Like, this
Yeah.
is a game where you get rewards, and you're trying to be
Yeah.
better than everyone else. Let's be honest,
But I
that's
mean-
what the game's about.
For
But
Rite
we
of
do like the
Passage,
lore-
just...
And the story is wonderful. So if you want, to anyone out there, if you want to get your Runelabs suggestion through, make sure you focus on the rewards.
Like, this poll actually, like, is a great example of that. Like, you see Seren and the Elves, it's built around the rewards, like, but let's be honest, how else would you get a spell book or another extra spells and more prayers? Like, what other...
Livid Farm.
You better not.
We'll ignore that exists. I enjoyed throwing stuff and taunting Pauline Polaris in
I'm
Dimension
still
of Disaster.
really mad. Like, I remember their Twitter teaser for that, and I was so excited because they teased it like it was going to be some haunting new dream lunar quest, and nope.
No.
Livid Farm.
Livid Farm.
But yeah, like, realistically though, like, only really a quest would be something that would give that kind of stuff, and because even they have realized, they've admitted that Livid Farm was not the best idea. Like, it was a good idea in theory, but the way that it's
It
just
was
kind
well
of,
intentioned.
Yeah.
yeah, it was well
It's
intentioned.
a continual magic and farming training method, which the game didn't have, and unlocked spells, but it's boring.
Yeah, it's a
think
5-minute
training-
thing that you have to
But-
repeat, like 100
Several
and
hundred times.
190 times, or like something
It's
like
insane. Oh, it's way more than 190.
No, hold on.
But,
It's a Rocket. The Armadillions are Team Rocket.
I'd like to
600
mention
times.
something that
Sorry.
that Runic said in chat that Jagex actually edited the titles for the polls and removed the spells and prayers for the titles, and that's true. But
I don't have the
if you look at
spells
the
and the
descriptions-
titles up on. I have the the poll as it was 15 minutes ago. So it has.
So
yeah.
No. He's saying like before the poll launched, the titles were corrected to be Armadillo Homeworld Quest, Seren Reformation Quest, or whatever it's
Seren
called.
and the Elves Quest.
Seren and the Elves Quest. However, the descriptions still very clearly mention the rewards.
Oh yeah.
While the Armadillo Quest just says travel to a whole new world.
But then again,
It's almost as if Jagex is sick of it.
the Armadillo pitch, it didn't have any rewards in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
In fact, I
What's
have it open right in front of me. It says rite of passage at a glance. Intermediate levels with requirements. 30 to 39 divination, 30 to 39 agility, quest, missing presumed death, and some combat. So this is not a high level quest.
the
You
Armadillo
live the feeling of exploring a brand new world with freeform exploration not seen in any other quest. Learn the backstory. Wide range of XP lore and other non-mentioned post-quest rewards for levels 40 to 80, scattered across Abana.
Yeah, it's
And
not
then
even
a
high level.
potential upgrade to God Swords to tier 80 or 85. Discover Armadillo's home, allowing you to visit and talk to him at any time. So literally, the discussion of their rewards is 2 sentences in this 2000s. Well, the Seren really did take the time to talk about what the rewards were wanted.
It's a question
There
of
you
like how to get something through Runelabs. Like,
Yeah.
if you're looking for a way to get your suggestion through, this is more or less how to do it. You obviously need some support and some luck and stuff, but like if you really want to get it through Runelabs, this is how you can get it done.
Oh, even with mine, half of my post is rewards.
Yeah.
Like,
And we will talk about yours in a bit.
It's like you're voting for a candidate. You don't want a candidate who takes 10 years just telling you about his life story. You want somebody who tells you what he's going to do once he's there.
TLDR.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So we should probably stop spamming about this poll. Like we have a lot of stuff we can say about it, but
It's very important, but yeah.
yeah, it's. I just want to get a quest through. I don't actually care which one. I don't want New Ways to Train Agility to win because it seems too small. Currently, the votes are, and this was as of, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. Saren and the Elves Quest with just under 5,000 and 31%. New Ways to Train Agility with over 4,300 and 27%.
I actually
Farming...
have it open right now.
Oh, and well, I mean, either way, it wouldn't have changed much. Farming Guild with 23%, and Rite of Passage sitting at 14%. So, it seems to be a 2-horse race between Saren and the Elves and New Ways to Train Agility, unless a flood of people come in, a flood of Armadillians show up.
I think you mean a flock.
No, I'm just gonna call them I'm just gonna say a flood.
Maybe a murder?
Sure. God damn it, Raven.
The Seren Quest, it leads by 600 presently.
It's grown a little bit since I saw it last. It was about 500 or so. Alright, but yeah, so moving along. We do have, as promised, some Runelabs awards to give out today. We don't have graphics for, I don't think, any of them as of now. Some may happen before we get to the next podcast, or we get to it goes up on YouTube. But we will mention what the award is and move on from there. So if I switch my monitor over,
I can give the first one that we've decided.
yes. So
I have mine. I am very honored to present the Runelabs Success Award, official from the Seercast, to Michael 7050, and his suggestion was that the new POH room museum, free bank space, and get XP. And like this suggestion, this is one of the best, even though it's completely misspelled the word Gillinor. It's like it both loves lore, and it gives you like enough incentive to do it because it gives you experience, and then it gives you
div
mobile,
XP.
and it does like everything, and you get a POH room just dedicated to your stuff that you got from questing, and you free up bank space, and it's just phenomenal.
Hell, the last couple paragraphs are fantastic. Research. Build a blank statue, gather your books and memories, and write a treatise detailing everything you know about it, clearing up lore mysteries and giving you some XP. Do it yourself or hire a researcher to do it for you. Help NPCs with lore questions. Notable NPCs may come to your museum attempting to solve a mystery. Help them out and gain rewards. Lore, all the lore.
It's like, I would love to invite Moverio over for tea.
I know.
Ask him where was he during the heist.
In fact, my one qualm about this update is I'm scared the room would be too small.
Fair enough.
This was,
you see how big
actually...
they're making the aquarium, though.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah, like, that's
I was talking with the creator, the writer on Reddit, because he posted his up on there. And straight up, like, my one thing is, my only major worry, where's the space? POH rooms are small and cramped as it is. Do you think it will all fit into a single plot room? And he goes, well, originally I was planning to have this as a 3-storied, multi-room that took up 4 actual room spaces. Then I realized that would be ridiculous. And I'm basically sitting there going, no, it's not. Please do it. No, it's not. Please do it. Because if this wins, dear God, please give us, like, a 2-room or a 4-room or multi-stories or something.
If this wins, my entire house is going to be a museum.
Well,
Yeah,
to be fair,
we
have magic to play around with, and
That's
we
true.
have the magic wardrobes that fit all of those outfits and the toy boxes. So, like, realistically, if you think about it, like, you can have a museum POH room, and you just have a storage chest over to the side. You keep maybe
That's true.
somewhere between like 4 and 8 items out on display or something, and then you put the rest in storage, and you can go and you can rummage through them if you want or whatever. Like, there's all sorts of ways
Like
they
an
can get around the
exhibition.
size.
It
Yeah,
would be like an exhibition, but I was imagining it so it'd be more like Zemmer treasure room,
oh jeez,
so that like
with a Zilliana statue in it.
instead of like, well, yeah. Instead of like a Zilliana statue, you have like a replica Staff of Armadil, or you have like a replica Elder Kiln or something like that, and you have like cases that have the measure or like Karasi's sword and all of that stuff everywhere.
That probably wouldn't happen, but
Yeah, it's cool to think about. This one's
Yeah.
actually at 5th right now in popularity.
It needs to be first.
Yeah.
It's 5th right now.
the thing that
It's
I would be
186
upset
uploads.
about if it
I'm
actually
gonna
does.
I would like to mention that it is probably technically 4th. The Soul Rune Altar and new skilling spells, when the Seren Spells win, is going to be removed because
Not if.
essentially
If
Not
if
when they win.
Yeah, because Kelpie basically said this idea is staying up as long as the Sarin Quest doesn't win.
oh, fair enough.
And if it wins, this is going down because it's essentially going, oh, we just added new spells.
And you also see in the top 5, I have it up right now, another Prif expansion, Elf City Waterfall Fishing. Like, I see
and
a
the Elven
pattern
Woods
here.
Prifnos expansion.
Yeah, there's another Prif expansion, and then there's another Prif expansion.
Like,
In fact, Kelpie's response, or Osborne's actually, is pretty good because he says, the Elf City is pretty exhaustive in the number of skills you can train there. Any more exhaustive, and there would be little reason to ever leave.
yeah, he
This
actually
project
does
would not
want
add
you
many,
to leave.
if any. Yeah, this project would not add many, if any, new skills to the area that weren't already there. Also, to keep in with a medium scope, there would not be a complete rework to the whole area anyway. And he's saying he likes the idea, but he's worried that they would be adding too many skills.
Yeah, I have it pulled up right here. But yeah, so that's basically, I mean, they've actually said it explicitly, like, we want you to leave Prif at least every once in a while. Like,
Yeah.
it's great and all, but
I'm totally
Yeah.
guilty of capping
Like,
Prif.
Prif can't have everything.
I am too. But
In essence, it's kind of a, look, we like your ideas here, but we're worried that we shouldn't do this in Prif because, oh my god, this city already covers like 18 skills.
yeah, pretty much.
The only
All
thing
right.
I would be upset with the museum thing is that if it does ever like go to poll and like gets passed, like if it actually like wins the poll, then that means I have to delay a clockwork syringe even further because then I have to see if the barrel chest can destroy my museum.
Just Lime's arch nemesis, the barrel chest.
No,
man.
not even
Barrel
the Barrel
Chest
Chest
Mark
Mark
II.
II.
Oh,
This is
sorry,
the Barrel
my
Chest Mark
mistake.
1 that's my arch nemesis.
Oh my god, I am so hoping that he can like smash your aquarium floor.
Here's
All right.
hoping. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's
Anyways,
gonna go in the drink.
Osborne, please.
we need to move on. So our next award is the award for At Least You Tried, and it goes to Jolly Roger, who has the same chat head as the last guy.
Interesting.
I just
enough.
noticed that. It is the Spooky Quest, which is basically saying he has had his questions about why ghosts are wandering around Demonheim. He started to read more lore, search for help on forums, and what he's found out is that there isn't much lore that explains ghosts, and his suggestion is to make a ghost-themed quest that explains why the game has ghosts at all, if they're eternal slaves, who are they slaves to, etc. Only problem is we basically know all of that already.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, he gets points for effort.
He does. He does.
He definitely wants to find more, and we want to, like, sponsor that. But at the same time, he didn't successfully find it.
He was looking and didn't find it, but it is there. It is already there. And there's a ton of stuff on Demonheim. So, I think they talk about that in the sagas.
Yeah, they do a bunch,
Yep.
and then they also talk about like why ghosts exist. I think Restless Ghost was the first one that really talks about that.
Mm-hmm. And but I mean, that one's so early in the game that it's easy to completely forget that even exists.
Did you that it completely exists?
Did I forget that it exists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, the first 10, 15 quests you do, you're not.
I remembered.
Of course you do, K-Lime. But yeah, like, he gets the of course At Least You Tried award, because that's better than most of the other updates or most of the other suggestions that we're going to talk about now, including Skrooks' Grandmaster Quest Power of the Gods, which wins half of this episode's Lore Fail award and half of the Size Matters award.
Like, well, one, it's just the wall of text, so that's a pretty big infraction already.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
The other one is that it is The Morning's End Part 3.
No. That's a different one.
Oh, that is?
Yeah, it's a different
Wrong
one.
one. Wrong one.
Oh.
Back it up here, Lime.
Oh.
Well done. This one's
Sorry.
Power of the Gods.
Where is it? Oh. Oh, there it is. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that's it. That's also a wall.
It's also a wall. So he was commenting that it was a wall of text and was actually reading the wrong one. God
The
damn
wrong
it,
wall
Lime.
of text.
This one's talking about how we should have a Grandmaster quest with someone at the Dark Wizard Tower. He's been researching the Elder God Ma, Elder Goddess. That's a lore fail in its own right. And
What are you
forged a
talking about?
device using dark magic from an Elder artifact for the Zeros and Seren God.
They are a single god.
They are apparently one god, and that is used to siphon the god's powers.
Use the device to siphon Ma's power, who isn't on Gillinor.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, the villains are those scrubs in the Dark Wizard Tower.
Yeah.
I would like to mention, though, I do appreciate their use of periods and sentences.
This is true.
It could have been worse.
We actually only have half of a UQuat made award this time, and only half of a SWAC award this time.
Additionally, most of the spelling is correct, now that I'm sitting here reading it. Well done.
And used correct punctuation.
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't use
there's
correct
some random
capitalization, but, you know.
At
Well,
the same time,
there's
though, it's
capitalization.
just somebody, it's probably a younger person who just doesn't know much about the story and has lots of crazy ideas. But still,
Well,
oh
you
my
know.
god.
Doesn't
Sent
most
it
of us
like-
fall under that category? Fang.
We were all there. We were all there.
You're implying some of us left, Lime.
I will never reveal what my first quest suggestion was. Nobody
Oh
can know.
god.
And before Cook's
I
assistant.
think I still have it saved on my computer.
No, it was the one before that. I have the one you're thinking of right now, but I'm thinking of the one that came before that.
As long as it isn't the one that requires a completionist cape to start.
No, it was
I've
thought
heard
that
so
was a
many of
joke.
those.
It was a
before.
joke, but
that was
still.
glorious, and you know it.
So much for that quest.
Oh my god, my first quest idea when I was 2 or whatever was was about getting the party hat back for Elfin Locks. It was so ridiculous.
Oh my god.
So this is hilarious, but my first ever quest suggestion actually made like front page of Reddit and got really popular. It was an idea back when Revenants were about, where you would actually go looking for like some kind of Lord of Revenants, like some major general who was killed in the God Wars. Like I lured this shit up. The
That
writing
would
was
be
bad,
semi-interesting.
words were dumb, but the idea was okay-ish.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
I don't have that saved anywhere anymore, but I'm scared and I don't want to read the writing, but the idea was okay. Apparently people liked it.
Alright, anyways, we need to move on. The other Lorefail award, and the other Size Matters award. Size Matters, by the way, means updates that are nowhere close to the allotted size that this update has.
It's way too big or it's way too small. Like,
this month we're looking
one
for
to,
medium-sized skilling projects. So these are Grandmaster quests, or in this case, extreme Grandmaster quests, since that's
or
a thing.
of course, just adding one quick chat option.
Oh yeah, or that. Yeah. But yeah, this one is where Chakara Man suggests that we should have an extreme Grandmaster quest in the God series, where you end up killing Slisky in revenge of killing Guthix. In the end, after Slisky dies, you ascend to godhood. So, we'll stop here for just 1 second and count the lore fails.
An extreme Grandmaster quest.
I want to say 6.
That's serious.
First of all, we can't be a god. Oh, wait, hold on. It's ascend to goodhood.
Can't be a good.
Wait. We're ascending to goodhood.
I'm not even. Are we sure that's ascending even?
Maybe.
Oh my god, it does say good. I didn't see that before. Oh my god. So we're ascending to goodhood by mistake. But
Yep.
if that was intended to be godhood, first of all, Slisky isn't a god.
Thus, we could not ascend by killing him.
Yes.
Thus, we can't ascend because we're the World Guardian.
So
Yes.
is that like a double floor fail bonus?
It's a
or
double.
how many-
It's a double super lore fail bonus.
And just a reminder that Guthix actually let Slisky kill him.
And yes,
How many points am I getting from this?
over 9,000.
You're at 15 right now.
Also, as a reward, you get your own god armor and weapons. The Varrock, spelled V-A-R-R-O-K,
The Varrock.
church,
I mean,
turns
that's-
into your church.
It's
And
an
Now,
okay spelling.
before we continue on there, I'd like to remind you, even though I mentioned this before, that the Varrock Church is in fact the church where everyone's sleeping and no one listens.
I mean, I guess that's an okay spelling of Varrock.
The Church of You.
Yeah.
But think about it. The Church of You is the one where no one gives a shit.
Yeah. Anyways, also the quest requirements are 99 attack, 99 defense, 99 strength, 99 magic, range, prayer, summoning, and divination.
Randomly divination. All
Because
combat-
why not? Because we need divination to kill a god, if that isn't
So,
actually a
interestingly-
god.
Interestingly, you do not require 99 hit points or Constitution.
It would have been great if he typoed God armor and weapons, so you get good armor and weapons. That's it.
I also like how open he is to the future by saying more rewards of Jagex's choosing. I appreciate that.
That's
You
one
know,
of the
it really gives them a lot of room to develop.
Oh yeah. A lot of room. Anyways,
Yeah.
so this, for obvious reasons, gets a lore fail alert, lore fail award.
Alert. He gets a Lord alert.
I also would
Alert!
like to mention that this was actually posted in January, but I do appreciate that it has 0 supporters.
It's
Not
nice.
even the author comes back to support it this month.
Got him.
Oh, that right.
Anyways, okay, so that's that one. The next one is the SWAC / Uquatmate award. It gets half of each because, well, you can read it.
Yeah.
Yes. Please bring back Squilla Fortuin, please. Anyways,
I am a pro.
next. This last award is the I Don't Read the Homepage award, and it goes to Skies because he's suggesting Morning's End Part 3, which
I claim 6 points for
totally
this.
didn't happen 8 months ago.
I mean, like, I'd like his idea for a similar light puzzle that's 10 times bigger. That would be hilarious.
That would cause
I would
forum rage
kill
for
myself.
years. And then a few weeks later, someone would finally stumble out with the quest cape, like, guys, I did it. Somebody goes, how did you do it? And they go, I don't know. Just stand there, man. Like, the first person to do it has been trying so hard that their brain has melted and they failed at writing a guide.
A 4-dimensional light puzzle. Habblet, please.
You actually need to go to other dimensions in order to get.
No, there's some people who are thinking that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like, at the exit of the light puzzle, it's just like all the mobs waiting outside,
And
one of them's
before
like
you
crawling
think,
out.
and before you think that this is a troll post that like missed the fact that Plague's End happened, he specifically references Plague's End.
And then he says, like, the one in Plague's End is really boring and a serious downgrade. I was really disappointed. I mean, like...
I'll also add that they almost have a quest cape. They have 359 of 367 quest points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Including Plague's End complete, I believe. Yep, Plague's End complete.
Well, I mean, he would have to have that if he's actually talking about it. Like,
yeah.
But, anyways. Yeah.
He tried.
He did try. But...
Oh my god, though, he's gonna flip his lid when he finds out that Sarin Quest won.
Alright. Well, anyways, so that covers all of the awards that we have to give for this week. Unfortunately, there was no Black Hornet award for this week. You guys, if you're trying for that, you have to try harder because there wasn't anything quite conceited enough to make it onto
In fact, the only one we found was actually a little depressing.
Actually, I think I know somebody who deserves a Black Hornet award. Zemarigal.
Oh, okay. Zemarigal
this week
does deserve a Black Hornet award.
We give the Black Hornet award to Ahmad Osborne for writing Zemarigal.
That's Stu.
No,
all of them.
remember, Stu talked about how he was coding most of it, and Osborne actually took the time, ventured into RuneScript for the first time to write the dialogue for the quest. Rowley
he wrote most of the dialogue.
So Osborne receives the Black Hornet award for creating the alternate Zemarigal. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's not really alternate if you think about it.
A character that is out-conceited players. And for that, we praise your writing skills.
This character has out-conceited himself.
He did. This is me, I'm amazing, and then there's Dimension of Disaster.
Yeah.
Which
like,
we
that
will
is
talk about
impressive,
this weekend.
And it's like, it's not even making fun of Osborne in any way, it's raw impressiveness.
Amazing.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, so that covers all the awards we wanted to give out. We have mentioned the poll for this week, so the last thing we want to do is talk about our own suggestions, because we do that here. We have Fang actually has
I'm gonna let
his
Lime go
up.
first, because Lime has 2.
Yeah, I have 2. I was a bit, I didn't do one last month, so I decided I'd splurge a little this month.
Okay.
And I've actually been waiting to post these for quite a long time. The first one is... Can I go?
Yeah,
go. Alright, the first one is Advanced Arcanics. And basically, it's a little bit of both of a training method and a distraction and a diversion. Basically, everyone is coming together to use magic in order to do a more advanced ritual than, like, a standard magical spell, where you just throw in a bunch of runes. This one, you've actually got, like, a bunch of your magical skills in order to do an occult ritual, in order to do something. And that's basically the gist of it. That's really about it. Players must work together using their magical skills in order to create a ritual.
I see one problem with this.
What?
Players having to work together.
Well, I didn't know. I wasn't so concerned about the fact that RuneScape is a single-player MMO.
Actually, I have a question. Are characters who are named Jolin or Lucian allowed to participate in these?
Absolutely.
Jolin is because it would be a ghost.
It would be encouraged, actually.
Lucian achieved godhood, thus there is no ghost. He's just gone.
Did he actually achieve godhood?
They have said he has, in a couple places.
Walter says no, he got near. That's what I thought. Is he got very close but didn't quite make it?
See, I've personally always assumed he got near but never made it, but then I've just randomly seen
Tier 7.1.
Nice.
seen mentions of him like getting it as he died or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's a topic for a different.
Well, I guess he did get a good stab.
A very, very different time. So that's your first one, Lime. I guess take it away with your second one.
All right. Well, my second one is actually one that I first came up with before what was it? RuneFest.
Welcome to Runelabs.
Yeah, welcome to Runelabs. Actually, it was just before Runelabs was announced that I came up with it.
Anyways, go.
It's that Herblore right now is super basic, and you get you use 2 ingredients, you put them in
basic.
You put them in a vial, and then you do something. You drink it. You go bossing. Maybe you get a drop.
In no particular order.
Well, yeah, you can get a drop first, and that's how you actually pay for it. So, I want Herblore to be more I want it to be uncertain, so it's rewarding and more dangerous, so that you can have a bunch of people who are actually trying to deduce out how to make these tonics. And that's actually a name of the suggestion, Herblore tonics. And the way I describe this is that it's like making vitamins that you get from a pharmacy. You need to take them in standard doses. You need to take.
Can I make them in a somewhat clear blue type?
Yes.
Oh my god.
God
yes,
damn
you
it.
can.
We're not
How
making meth.
inhumane can I be with my testing?
Anyways, go.
It's you need to take them at regular intervals, and otherwise, if you take them too slowly, you don't get effect. If you take them too quickly, the effect is very, very bad. Very, 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 very bad.
And before
you were in the middle of your kill
dies.
count. I'm sorry, your entire kill count has been reset, and your grave has been blown up twice.
Don't ask how it got blown up the second time. That is not important.
Your corpse
it was a glitch.
So you need to go into you need to go to the chemists in Remington, actually giving use to this town,
Which has absolutely no use except for a penguin. Not a penguin, a polar bear.
To be fair,
Oh,
QB
and 2 quests. Well, a quest and a mini quest.
And
also,
Still
the
more
3
useless
quests is
than
rocking
Rock.
out.
So the idea behind it is that you take the doses of the tonics every so often, and it will eventually tally up to very powerful effects. So it would be you need to plan your bossing trip a long time in advance, and so that it would be much of an advantage, but only if you plan
would have
it out
scaled
really well.
up by that time.
Yes, you need to plan it out really well.
All right.
That's yeah.
So that is Herblore tonics, and we just talked about advanced Arcanics. Arcanics.
Arcanics, yeah.
Arcanics? How do you pronounce that? Anyways, the last, I guess...
later.
Yeah. Fang has actually, his is sitting right here at number 6,
Yeah,
or number 5 with an asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
And it is
5
the
on contingency Sarin Quest with
yeah,
us.
and it is the Wandering Slayer Master, which is a Slayer D&D. So go.
Alright, effectively, this dude is a Slayer Master that can work for absolutely any level. He will assign you tasks within your level range, but there's a couple fancy things that happens here. Not only are his tasks given to you alongside your current task, so you can keep your current task and work on this guy's tasks too, but additionally, you can select the size from just a normal size up to 4 times the size of a regular task. You can use him twice a day.
So if you wanted
But there's
800
another
gargoyles...
He's not so easy to find. It's not just... You can get them.
Yeah, go on.
However, he's not quite so easy to use. He wanders the world, and the idea originally was to have him instanced per player, but as Osborne pointed out, that's a little hard to code. So he'd be in a decent chunk of different locations based on groups of players, and you'd have to go to these spots and figure out which one he's at. And so you have to find him to get his tasks, and you also have to find him to purchase his he has a variety of unique but degradable Slayer items and attachments, things like a defensive Slayer helm that boosts defense, or new pocket slide items that improve drop chances of like the rare drop table, and even some weapon and armor attachments to improve damage or defense against Slayer targets. And you have to visit him to buy them. Finally, he has his own Slayer dungeon under the Karazi jungle, which is kind of like a Slayer zoo. He's collected ones that he finds interesting, and the general idea is there's some empty pens that you can fill up. However, Osborne is interested in a way to make that more social, so it's not, you just get your own pen and boom, go crazy. But a way to kind of keep that idea of a Slayer zoo, but also make sure that other players get involved in that as well.
All right.
And that's
but actually, might make Karazi Jungle useful. Just like we were talking about making Rimington useful, Karazi Jungle is probably the single most useless place on the entire map.
But what about useless place number 1?
Oh, okay, that is
also.
also.
It has a useful fairy ring of sorts.
It has. There's a penguin there. There's no penguins in the Karazi Jungle.
Karazi Jungle got decent off the back of Herblore Habitat and the stuff below it, but that's not really the Karazi Jungle anymore.
That's not the Karazi Jungle. That's off to the
different.
side of it.
It was, and then they were like, nah, let's put the Jade Vine here. But, so, yeah, kind of the goal is to give you a reason to go back into the Karazi Jungle for things other than a clue scroll.
Yeah, that's actually the only reason you go there now, is because of clue scrolls.
It really is.
Or Umli Wraps.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Karazi Jungle is the #1 exporter of Umli Wraps.
It is the only exporter of Umli Wraps.
Ooh, and Holy Water.
Yeah.
But
What's
yeah.
that?
So that covers our Runelabs podcast for the month of April. Or I guess for the month of March? Which one would this actually be?
This covered the April polls and some ideas that we looked at both during March and during April, and how the April set of updates are shaping up.
Cool, we'll go with that.
That's it.
Yeah,
Overly
yeah, that's it, okay.
Overly complicated descriptions for the win.
Yeah, so that covers what Fang just said. So, we've actually got a pretty busy week ahead. We are going to have at least one Dimension of Disaster podcast this weekend. At the very least, we will have the podcast with just us talking about Dimension of Disaster. Did not happen last week because busyness happened. We could possibly have a podcast with JMods this weekend as well. That is yet to be decided. Also
BTS cast.
There's also the BTS cast that we still have to cover. We also have the next installment of the Rune Tomes, which is out. The part 2 of the Majorat Rune Tomes is out. It is on my YouTube. Go watch it. Go give it to your non-lore friends.
It's wonderful.
It is good.
That's not just because I said it.
It is clearly not just because Lime was the narrator and the driving force behind it or anything.
The next one's going to be about Saradomin. We're going to do it really neutrally. So hopefully that'll be informative and fun.
He lies. It's going to be really biased.
Shh. Anyways, but yeah, so that's
biased in the favor of Gothics.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so we have. So that's
God damn it, guys! I just thought of what we should have done for April Fools.
So
next year.
Sorry, go ahead.
Next year.
Next year.
Also speaking of April Fools, the heist video, the long lost heist video for the Seercast is actually up now. So in case for some reason you're bored and want to watch that, go for it. But yeah, that covers everything we wanted to mention today. We thank you guys for watching. Follow us on Twitter at Seercast. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we will be back in a very short amount of time for a lot more stuff. So we'll see you guys later.
A few days.
Baru, Baru.